Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestling HQ and the Robbie Mills channel. Today, me and the man I mentioned beforehand are here to review Defiant number 10, which was a return to form.
Yes,
Thank God.
Defiant number 10, or as I like to call it, the return episode of WCPW Loaded. It was, Jesus felt, like WCPW Loaded, and I mean that in the best way possible. Everything from Fight Back, which is Ping, by the way. You got just everything. Everything feels more like Loaded, and that's great.
We've actually got some really good storyline direction. Lights Out is already looking better than Chain Reaction.
Yes. And we only know 2 matches, or 3, I guess, kinda.
And this is a joke, so take it as a joke, but we saw some pretty nice
Saw some pretty nice what?
ass.
True, we'll get to that. But yeah, so we open up Defiant with a promo about Chain Reaction, and then we go to Fight Back, which I was on Discord with Alex when he was watching the show for the first time, and when that intro came on, oh, it was great. Wish I was filming, to be honest.
I popped loudly.
Yes, I wish I was filming. I popped too. I really popped.
More the first time I gather, right?
Right.
Because Robbie watched it when it first aired. I was unfortunately busy, as I am every Friday.
So
I could watch it when it first airs, so I was to watch it after.
we open up, and by the way, I just want to say that the opening commentary line, I don't know why, but it gave me the chills. It was like, how appropriate is it that the song Fight Back is playing, and that's exactly what we did against IPW. Tonight we are not IPW, no. We are Defiant. I don't know why that gave me the chills. It just did. Dave Bradshaw is.
Yeah, and then we go to a promo between the 5 members of Team IPW from last night, that being the champion, Austin Aries, Mark Haskins, No Fun Done, and the team of Aussie Open, which is Mark Davis and Robbie, help me out here.
Kyle Fletcher.
There we go. That's the ticket. And Aries is like, yo, I'm going to take full responsibility for our loss last night because the team is only good as its weakest link, and I apparently did not choose a very strong team. He starts going on everyone, saying that Mark Haskins kicked him in the face, saying that they weren't there for the champion, and then I'm just going to let you take it away, Robbie. What happened with the rest of this promo?
So,
blank.
Aries basically said, like, don't worry, it's alright as long as I've got the title. We still have power. Out comes the man that still has the power after Chain Reaction.
Right. By the way, this was a great moment because I was like, oh, here comes Stu before he came out, and Lauren was like, what? How do you know? Forgetting that there's wrestling tropes that are obvious.
Yes, this is wrestling. But Bennett comes out, and he basically says that all 5 members of Team IPW have been offered Defiant contracts and welcome to the roster, so I guess they are part of the Defiant roster now. And I guess the IPW story's over. Which is fine. And then Aries says, like, no, Stuart. They don't work for you. They work for me. Aussie Open, both of them, walk out of the ring. It's like, okay, go back to Australia, play with kangaroos. I've still got Mark Haskins, you know, I forgive you for kicking me in the face. Mark Haskins bumps into him as he's walking out of the ring. No Fun Done is about to walk out of the ring. And then Aries is like, you know, what are you going to do? Like, you were so close last night. So, last night, quotation marks. You were so close at Chain Reaction. It's like, you almost had Rampage, even though like 5 minutes before he was absolutely crapping on No Fun Done. And No Fun Done has stayed aligned with Austin Aries. So, Mark Haskins and Aussie Open are done with him. And now it's Aries and No Fun Done. And then Bennett decrees that on next week's episode of Defiant, we will see Austin Aries defending the Defiant Championship against the man who made him tap out to his own move at Chain Reaction, Martin Kirby, which is great. So we're going to see that next week. Can't wait for that. And then, after that whole segment's done, Stu gets in the ring, he has a bag, and out of that bag, he pulls out the Magnificent 7 briefcase. He made some really good jokes in this segment, by the way.
He said that they couldn't get a new briefcase because they struggled to pay their electric bill.
Yeah, they have all the top talent, and they can't even afford to pay the electric bill. If you watch Chain Reaction, you get the joke.
And so they don't really have the top talent, no offense.
And then he says, in this briefcase there is a contract for a Defiant title match. And I guess someone in the crowd said, like, show us, or something like that. And he said, like, it's locked right now, I can't really prove it. But, so that was funny. He announces that at Lights Out we are going to have a Magnificent 7 match, but on the next 3 weeks of Defiant TV, we are going to see 6 qualifying matches. And he says 6 because the 7th participant in the match is going to be a wild card. So a surprise entrant. Obviously, myself and Alex have gone crazy at the thought of Will Ospreay or Marty Scurll.
I mean, I'm hoping for an AJ Hazard or Adam Cleary.
Adam Cleary.
Adam Cleary is close to getting a contendership match.
Yeah.
Close.
Adam Cleary, I tweeted out a picture of him holding the Magnificent 7 briefcase. It was Stu Bennett holding the briefcase, and I didn't Photoshop it, but I put Adam Cleary's face on Stu Bennett's head, with Stu holding the Magnificent 7, and I tweeted it out, and Adam Cleary responded with, "Robbie, you are a golden god." So, I guess that confirms that it's going to happen. So, there we go with that. So, yeah, we're going to get the return of the Magnificent 7 briefcase at Lights Out. Who has qualified so far? We'll get to that. So to open up the show, surprisingly, we have the Internet title match between Mike Bailey, Chris Brooks, David Starr, and Travis Banks.
Can I just say, this might be a little bit weird, because this kind of, I don't know, but this is my favourite Defiant match so far. Now, the match that comes close to this is either Bailey or Sabre or the Triple Threat at We Are Defiant. And yes, I did go back and watch We Are Defiant.
It's a belter, isn't it?
The main event's good. But this is my favourite Defiant match. I love this. Because even though it was a fatal 4-way, we were like, oh yeah, Chris Brooks isn't going to win. There was moments you thought, oh my god, Chris Brooks will eliminate someone.
Right. So everyone makes their entrances. Stu grabs the microphone again and announces that the winner of this match, the Defiant Internet Champion, will go on Lights Out, and they will face the debuting Walter. Now, personally, I've never seen a Walter match before, but I know that He's really good. And
we've heard of this war.
right.
Oh, this annoys me. Sorry. Just saying, Defiant has still yet to update their website.
Oh, at the champions section?
Mhm.
Is Kaylee Ray still the women's champion on the site?
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like Defiant. But anyways, so this match was so good. Like, I don't even.
It was genuinely incredible, especially at the start. It was David Starr's birthday, and all three of them gave him a nice spit birthday present.
Chris Brooks did his signature spit move, and then Travis Banks put his finger in Chris Brooks' mouth, and then put his finger in David Starr's other ear, and then Mike Bailey put his toe in David Starr's mouth. Which, by the way, David Starr, if you're listening to this, why didn't you bite his toe? But anyway, then Mike Bailey put his toe in Travis Banks' ear, and then that's where the match started. So, wrestling is stupid. But anyways, this match was so good. Like, I don't even know what to say about it. It was honestly amazing.
Yeah, it was very good, especially the last few moments with Travis Banks and David Starr.
Right.
Those last 5 minutes were fantastic. There was a moment where Travis Banks successfully hit Slice of Heaven, but then the adrenaline running through Starr, he rebounded off the ropes and hit a major clothesline on Banks.
Right.
Like Dean Ambrose, that is how you do the wacky line.
Yes.
If you're gonna do it. Because that was incredible. And then towards the end of the match, David Starr was looking to go for a superplex, but Travis Banks turns it into an avalanche Kiwi Crusher, I think we could call it, because it was from the top ropes at avalanche.
Yes.
And it becomes the new, and what was it? Undisputed.
Undisputed, but interim. Defiant Internet Champion.
I don't get why it's interim. I hope.
Me neither, to be honest.
I mean, do you know what this means though? Unless one of the guys win at Lights Out, we might be getting Sabre Junior versus Bank again. This time for a belt though.
Right. That'd be awesome to have again. Who knows?
But yeah. After the match, David starts crying. Travis Banks is gonna go in there, console him, and then David Starr just clotheslines the fuck out of him.
Indeed.
And then David Starr goes back. He's still crying. He's like, "I have a right to cry. I'll cry if I want to."
And then that's done, and then we
no fun.
cut. Huh?
I said no fun done.
You're fucking hilarious. I get your joke. And then we move on to Aussie Open versus the SEC in a, I guess, #1 contenders match to the Defiant Tag Team titles.
Which I gather will take place at Lights Out, considering Havoc is there.
Yes, Havoc is confirmed for that show. Aussie Open versus SEC. They had a pretty good match. I liked it.
Yeah, poor SEC. Considering the night before this show was taped, they had a incredible match. No one cared about SEC.
I would say no one cared about SEC. Just Aussie Open did eventually end up winning the match. It was great. Yeah, Aussie Open are now the #1 contenders to the Defiant Tag titles.
Yeah. SEC, I don't want to puns like a WWE tag team, but the SEC are WWE's Usos. You know if they're going to be in a match, you're going to get at least a decent match out.
Right.
With anyone they face.
Right.
SEC are kind of really coming to their own. I don't want them to turn heel, but they need to kind of get characters. They've got the in-ring respect, they just need to kind of develop their characters. Give them like a promo or something. Just to kind of help flesh them out. I think the crowd will then start to like it.
Right. Um, I think the
'Cause
SEC
what-
are great. Um, I definitely think they're going to be back in the tag title picture before long. Um, it'd be ridiculous if they weren't, quite frankly.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that tag team title hopes.
Right. So, that's Aussie Open versus SEC. Aussie Open are going to face Having a Primate at some point. We assume Lights Out, but we don't know. Next up, we go backstage to David Starr and Travis Banks. Travis Banks confronts David Starr. Looks like they're going to make out. And then David Starr basically says, like, I know how pro wrestling works. I know that, I need to beat Walter. You know I need to beat Walter. I assume Starr and Walter are rivals in another promotion. I don't know. But, they are rivals, I guess. Like, I need to beat Walter, and I need to be in the match. And Banks basically says, like, if you want to be in the match, why didn't you just ask? And then Starr is like, you think that I think you're just gonna put me in the match? No. And then Banks says that if this is what Starr wants, Banks is gonna go to Stu, and we're gonna see if we can make this a triple threat. And that ended up happening. So now, at Lights Out, it is going to be the debuting Walter versus David Starr versus the new, I guess, interim internet champ. I don't know. Fuck it. The new internet champion, Travis Banks. Defending in the triple threat. So that Lights Out, tape March 19th, airing March 20th. I assume on Access Defiant. I don't know if it's going to be an exclusive. We'll see. But yeah, that's going to be happening at Lights Out. Kind of good segment. It was alright. Yeah. I love David Starr. I love Travis Banks. I think I'm going to love Walter.
Saying David Starr's team.
Do you want to touch? Hey, do you want to touch? Do you want to touch me there? Anyways, that is David Starr's theme in other promotions, but it's Joanne Jett, so you can't use that in Defiant because copyright. But anyways, we move on to the new Defiant Wrestling Women's Champion, Millie McKenzie, in a non-title match against the returning Lana Austin. Now,
And the returning Dead Crowd.
well, they had two bangers right before this match,
Yeah. I think it was just a bad placement for the women's match,
Right. I thought the match was alright. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm not a sexist, misogynist pig. I'm simply just pointing out what I see.
Little women point out that they love Roman Reigns, so
Right.
we're allowed to do it.
But anyways, again, not being sexist or misogynist, I'm just pointing out what I see. What a behind Lana Austin has. And it's okay for me to say that, because that's about what 99% of her offense was based around.
In the indie version.
The indie version of who?
Naomi.
Yeah, I guess. But not really. But anyways, they had an alright match. Millie won, because of course she did. And then, after the match, she is attacked by Sami Zayn. Not Sami Zayn, Sami Zayn. I have no clue who she is. I don't know.
Scotland, the winner.
Huh?
Scotland.
Scotland. Get me in the Scotland, mate. Take
Speaking
off
of
your
Scotland.
tie. Oh.
Speaking of Scotland, in the next segment we got Kaylee Ray.
Yeah. Kaylee Ray went up to Stu Bennett. This is like, look, I think I should get a rematch. Wait, oh my god, that's horrible. We should get a rematch against Millie McKenzie. And Stu says, like, look, in Defiant Wrestling, we don't give champions immediate rematches, which is great, by the way. Because, first of all, let's talk about that. Champions getting immediate rematches. Sure, it makes sense, but it's just lazy booking, isn't it?
The only time that it should ever make sense is if a champion's screwed up.
Right. Exactly. Or in the case of Zack Sabre Jr. You know.
No, because they technically lost. They lost their match.
They lost, yeah. That's their problem. Back of the line, Buster. You know.
You have to start from square one.
Right. And it was different in WCPW, but this isn't WCPW, Jack. This is Defiant Wrestling.
Oh, by the way, speaking of WCPW, now we brought up. We want to talk. I want to talk about Stu Bennett's clothing quickly this evening.
I'm sorry. What does this have to do with WCPW?
Because Adam Blonde.
I know where you're going. Yep. No, that's right.
So yeah. So Stu had a regular t-shirt on, but at least over the top he had a blazer and
a
handkerchief. Robbie, on the other hand, looked like he went to Primark before the show. Got a jacket, and there we go.
Yeah, Adam Blampier, when he came out, he just had like a regular red jacket that he wore all the time, and like a Superman shirt. I remember there being a Superman shirt. I'm not sure what show that was on, but he had a Superman shirt, that's for sure. So at least we have a general manager that looks like a general manager. Yeah, that's beside the point. So, Stu Bennett says, like, I'll tell you what. Next week, I'll have you versus Sami Zayn in a #1 contenders match. So, that's going to be happening next week. Cool. So, next up, we have our main event of the evening. The first match in the Magnificent 7 qualifiers, I guess. Rampage versus Mark Haskins. Good match. I mean,
I think this could have gone on first.
I mean, yeah. But I guess you kind of want the crowd in the next episode to be hot, don't you?
Yeah.
And I guess maybe they wanted the crowd to be hot for the internet title match. That's why it kicked off the show. So that way the crowd couldn't see any matches before. Like, maybe they had a dark match or something, right? But, like...
Can I just say, I don't know whether you agree, but I was going under the impression, I think that Rampage had to win this match. He did end up winning. But if Rampage didn't win this match, I would have been annoyed.
Yeah.
Now, we all know that I'm not a Rampage mark. I think he's very good. The reason I want him to win is not because he's my favourite wrestler.
Right.
But it would have been really silly if he did what he did at Chain Reaction just to lose to the same man that he kicked the ass of.
Yes.
I mean, no offense to Haskins, he's probably going to get a shot against Aries, whether that's for the belt or not. But my point being is Rampage. I like Rampage, and the fact that he hasn't been able to get to the main event since the beginning of WCPW is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, and I think they're rectifying that now.
It's fucking Rampage, man.
Yeah. Rampage is so good and so underrated in the terms of Defiant / WCPW, you know.
I mean, I don't think he's a very good heel. I think he's a bit limited when he's heel. He kind of just comes across in force because he already hits things like power drivers now anyway.
Right. I mean,
and like his character, they don't really his like speech doesn't really decide who he is, or his actions in the ring, and the crowd pop for what he does anyway. So.
Right. Yeah, I get that. But I think he's good at both. I love face Rampage, don't get me wrong. But we haven't really, in the terms of Defiant, we haven't really seen much from heel Rampage. He was heel for like 4 weeks. In the very beginning, which was shit, by the way.
I have seen a little bit more.
I mean, he's heel right now in a 5-star. And by the way, it's kind of funny because in 5-star he's kind of aligned himself with Zach Gibson. Just some funny.
No.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like an alignment.
I don't want to say the 5-star are our competition, but me and you aren't really big fans of 5-star. So.
I like 5-star. I don't think it's bad. But anyways, that's beside the point.
I think 5-star is slightly overrated.
I mean...
Why did the company try to get CM Punk?
Right, yeah. But anyways, that's beside the point. Rampage versus Haskins. Pretty good match. Nothing, like, to get too excited about. It was good. Rampage eventually won with the pile driver. So Rampage advances to the Magnificent 7 match at Lights Out.
Yes. So next week.
No. Wait. So.
Oh yeah.
So we cut to the back.
Yeah. Have you seen Twitter this week? This is relevant.
Whoa.
Because Kurt Angle tweeted saying good luck to Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Kurt Angle is a great man.
Yeah. But anyways, we cut to the back.
Considering Joe Hendry low blowed the fucker last time they were in a ring together.
Right. Anyways, moving on. We cut to the back.
Sorry, I just clocked that.
We cut to the back.
Can you fucking let me talk? You know, you keep interrupting me.
I'm silent now. Say something.
I already fucking said what I had to say.
Okay then. Anyways.
We cut to the back and Steven is writing on his whiteboard.
Hold on. This has to regard my boy Joe Hendry. And you're gonna talk about it.
Joe Hendry and El Ligero come up and they're like, "Here, Stu, I feel like we should be inserted into the." I can't do it, Joe Hendry.
Stu, we want to be inserted into the Magnificent 7 match. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Bennett says, like, well, you guys are going to be a bit different. We're going to enter you into the qualifiers, but as a tag team. And next week, you're going to have a tag team match, and the winner of that tag team match, both members go into Magnificent 7 match. Who are you going to face? You're going to face BT Gunn and Joe Coffey. Which is great, by the way. Former Prestige members. Brilliant. So next week, it will be Hendry and Ligero versus Coffey and Gunn. So, now, let's go over what next week's card looks like.
Oh, we got to talk about the Easter eggs on the whiteboard.
Oh yeah. So the whiteboard said wild card ideas. On it was Amir Jordan, Drake. I think it said those German lads. I don't know who those German lads are. Cleary.
Maybe he was thinking about the Young and 11. Who was part of the Young and...
To be honest with you, that's the first thing I thought of, but I doubt it.
Who was part of that team though?
Lucky Kid and Tarkin Aslan.
There you go.
But anyways, next up was Cleary, and then under that was me. So.
Imagine if Steve put himself on the mat.
Right. But anyways, next week on Defiant, or according to the video, February 23rd on Defiant, even though that was tonight. You done goofed, Defiant. You done goofed. Anyways, we are going to have Primate versus Zach Gibson, BT Gunn and Joe Coffey. And by the way, on Primate versus Zach Gibson, I have no idea if that's about the Magnificent 7.
I hope it is, and I hope Gibson...
It probably is. BT Gunn and Joe Coffey versus Joe Hendry and El Ligero. The winners go on to Magnificent 7 match at Lights Out. Kaylee Ray versus Sami Zayn in a #1 contenders match for the Women's Championship. Austin Aries versus Martin Kirby for the Defiant Championship.
I just say, you pointed this out as well. Isn't it great that every match means something now?
Yeah. Because the whole 9-week build-up thing was like, you know.
It was just filler.
Right. So with the whole 3-week build up, you can like boom, 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 like tell your stories.
I mean, like, it does feel like a nice surprise that we only got to wait 3 weeks.
Right? Jeez Louise.
I mean, some people might say that that's a little bit too close, but meh.
Nah. It's a month.
I mean, they were
It's about a month.
Very nice.
Yeah, 3 weeks is about a month. That's fine. But anyways, thank you guys for joining us on our first weekly Defiant review back. It's fitting that the first review that we do of the show is when Fight Back returns.
Yeah, and also that is actually a positive show.
Right.
Full on positive.
If we reviewed episodes 1 through 9, 1 would have been alright. 2 would have been okay as well. 3 would have been alright because of IPW.
It would have been like, holy shit, this pace is big.
Right. 4 through 6 would be alright. Episode 7 would have been great because of the internet title match. But 8 and 9 would have just been like, eh. Whatever. But thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you back here next week. I've been Robbie Mills. I've been joined by the Wrestling HQ, Alex Kingdom. Say goodbye for a change.
Goodbye.
And until next week, go fuck yourself. Bye.